Hello, it is Saturday, October 12th, 2024. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Saturday crossword today, very possibly the trickiest crossword of the week, and in fact, I have been warned this is a particularly difficult Saturday crossword. So we'll see what we're in for. It's a themeless puzzle, of course, and this possibly very tricky edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Casey Brandt, Michael, and, as always, the indomitable Shoalmaster, the incorrigible Sheeler Beeler, the indefinable Charlie Paget, and the indecipherable Ray Grant. Thank you so much to the 6 of them benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign for their generous support. They do, of course, keep this channel going day in, day out on the more approachable puzzles and the trickier ones. And thank you so much to those 6 and to everybody who supports the channel at any level on the Patreon campaign. I really do appreciate it. And if you'd like to do so, you can head to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link below the video where you'll find the bonus videos available to patrons, such as this week's mini puzzle pseudo speed solve, which was a little bit better than last week's performance. Still not as what I'd want it to be, but so it goes. Anyway, you can watch that up on the channel now, along with other things like the currently ongoing Boss Words Fall Themeless League. And of course, as a benefactor, like those 6 I mentioned, you also get that official mug. Thanks to everybody who supports the channel through those means, and also who subscribes on YouTube. That is a big help. And you know what? Let's just get right on to today's crossword. It's apparently tricky, so I'll need the time. This is by Katie Hoodie, whose debut this is in the New York Times crossword, so welcome to her. And it was edited once again by Joel Faliano. Let's start solving. See how I get on. Oh, right. Look at this. We've got 6 grid-spanning answers arranged in an intimidating pattern here. Look how much empty space we've got in the grid. All right, well, let's see. It can't be. Could be anything. C51 down, and that says plural form of 1 down in dialect. Yikes. Okay. Ice planet in The Empire Strikes Back. Well, that's Hoth. I can put that in at least. So it can't be something like that. It can't be. That's not possible? No. Which I think, that's not possible, I think is actually a line spoken in The Empire Strikes Back. Anyway. Put down. To put down, I mean, that could be to place something down, or it could mean to record something, or it could mean actually to put someone down to insult them. Yeah, I don't know. Nobody can do this alone. It's a 2-man job now. It's a 2-woman job. God, the chances that is right. The chances that I just nailed that are so low. Polish roll. Yeah, I just can't imagine that's right. It probably starts with it, though. Nobody can do this alone. It's like Mount Terror and Mount Terra Nova. I don't know what those are. C51 down, not helpful. Put down, yeah, okay. Blissful stretch. A blissful stretch. It could be a stretch, like an exercise that you do, but it could be a stretch of time. Like the best days of your life, that kind of thing. C51. I'm going to keep looking at that and keep remembering that it's useless to me. Like Mount Terror and Mount Terra Nova. Mount Terror, I mean, that sounds fictional to me. What is that? I don't know. I mean, it doesn't sound like a real thing. Maybe it is. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's a roller coaster or something. Ally, a friend. I mean, it could be anything. Co-creator and co-star of Netflix's The Upshaws. I've never even heard of this. Ally. I mean, it could just be friend. That's pretty straightforward. Brother of Lech and Czech in Slavic lore. Oof, I'm not sure about this either. Put down. I don't know. It can't be. Oh yeah, I don't like this F being here. I do kind of want this to be that. Ally. You could ally with someone as a verb. You could tie. I don't know. I'm just going to have to keep going. How to side convo on Zoom, e.g. IM'd or DM'd. Does Zoom have that, direct messaging? I don't think it actually does. But you could do that via some other service like, Slack or whatever else. Put down probably ends with an ED. Co-creator, yeah, I don't know that. Approaches briefly. Can't be. Approaches briefly. What is that? Boy, I'm doing awful. I'm doing much worse than I expected, to be honest. I thought this was going to be tricky. It's trickier than I expected. Took in a bad way. Took in a bad way. Overdosed or something like that. Took in a bad way. Displayed. Showed. I mean, that's very straightforward. It could be wrong. Make an example of. To make an example of someone. Or something, I guess. Demo, I guess, is one way to do it. But you could also make an example of someone, sort of punish them. Narrow peninsula. Narrow peninsula. Oof. I mean, is it referring to a specific one anywhere in the world, or is it a word that means a narrow peninsula? Make an example of. Insectoid moon dwellers on H.G. Wells' The First Men in the Moon. I have definitely never read this. Texters offline. Texters offline. What does that mean? IRL? Like in real life, maybe? Nobody can do this alone. It's a team effort? No, it's a team. I don't know. First name in classic horror films. Lon Chaney, maybe? Blissful Patch. Blissful Patch. Oh, didn't we have Blissful? Oh, we had Blissful Stretch here, and here we have Blissful Patch. Eden, like a blissful patch of land, an Eden, an idyllic place. Nobody can do this alone. That's funny. We end with something that could be lone, but it obviously won't be. Corporate figures. Well, it's not CEOs or anything like that because it's too long. Set against. Polish roll. So is this a pastry or something? Is a kugel? Is that? I don't think that's right. Polish roll. What is this? I wonder if I'll recognize it. I don't really know if I will. I don't have a suspicion about whether I will, I mean. Un color on El Salvador's flag. Honestly, not sure. Blank Thai Vietnamese fruit cocktail. I don't recognize this. Oh my goodness. I'm usually decent at cocktails. Okay. Letters on old kopecks. Letters on old kopecks. Would it be it could be from the Soviet period. So instead of USSR, it could say CCCP, which, in Cyrillic alphabet, this would be what it actually, well, Cyrillic alphabet and Russian. I'm not sure this is right, but let's see. Lake blank, body of water spanning 4 African countries. Oh, Lake Chad? Come on, please be right. Made it. If you made it, I don't know that one. Word before tip or after top. Word before tip. Hat tip or top hat. Yep, that's right. Okay, good. This is looking okay. Made it. You made it. You came. Like you showed up to the party. Something like that. Let's see if that works. Is it just me? Am I Is it just me? Am I alone? Am I don't know. Like Mount Terror and Mount Terra Nova, I'm very curious about this one. This is probably obvious. I don't know what it is. Boiled down. To decoct? To decant? No, to decoct is better. Is that right? Satisfy a midday craving. To satisfy a midday craving. To noon? That doesn't really make sense. Is it just me? Am I? Is it just me? Lofty passages. LA Museum with the Getty is a museum in Los Angeles. Well, I'll be darned. Gee whiz? I don't know. This could be anything. And there are probably all sorts of light oaths that sort of work there. Pair of accessories. C, the letter C, C's. There is a pair of C's in the word accessories. It could be right. Blank tie, yeah, I don't know that one. Chickpea, e.g. A seed, is a chickpea is probably a seed. Looks like one. Doesn't breathe easy. Suffocates or something like that, something similar to that. Is it just me? Am I nuts? Oh, that's it. That's it. Doesn't breathe easy. Sucks air or something like this. I don't know if that's right. Suctions? I don't think that's right either. Satisfy a midday craving. Lofty passages. Sky something? Nosh? Like have something to eat? That could be it. Lofty passages. Sky. What? I don't know. Disgruntled grunts. Uggs or something like that? If you make a disgruntled sound. Character play, I don't know if that's actually right. Character played by Kieran Moore in David and Bathsheba, 1951. I'm not sure. I mean, I'll probably recognize the name when I see it, but I don't know offhand. Can't not informal. You got to do it. Oh, that's right. Oh, good. I'm pleased that Uggs might be right. Good point. A pro? Yes, it's a good point. It's in favor of something. Just made it. Phew. That's how I feel. Unable to make progress, say. This is also how I feel. Unable to make progress, say, is hot under the collar. That's not right, and much too long. Unable to make progress. Oops. Verbally backpedaling. Eating one's words. Yes, that looks all right. See? Oh, what did I tell you? Oh, please be right. Oh, Uriah. That'll be the character. Okay, the biblical character. All right. So, little warbler, a tit, a bird. Okay. So, doesn't breathe easy. If one doesn't breathe easy, one sucks sand. Is that a phrase? I've never heard that before. I don't know. I mean, it could be wrong, but it fits. Unable to make progress, say. Oh, no, I don't think it is. Sucks wind. Oh, that sounds better. Because unable to make progress is hitting a brick wall or hitting a barrier or something. Online home services marketplace. Oh, I don't know what this is. Maybe this is wrong. Unable to make progress. Mars, e.g. Oh, war god? Yeah, Mars is the god of war in the Roman sort of pantheon. Lofty passages. Skyways. Oh, right. Okay, that must be it. Oops. Anna Blank, first Italian to win an acting Oscar. Oh, right. I don't know who this is. That's interesting. Legal VIPs. AGs, attorneys general, I should say, sorry. Is persuaded of. If someone is persuaded of something, someone... Why is surprising? Maybe it's not Skyways. Sky, lofty passages. It's got to be that. Is persuaded. If she is persuaded of it, she says it, she buys it. Ah, that's it. Okay, good. Lubricants used in oil drilling. Don't know, probably ends with an S. Yes, the insectoid moon dwellers probably also end in an S. Takes to heart. If someone takes something to heart, someone holds it. They hold it to be true. I don't think that's right. Direct flight, question mark. This could mean to direct flight, like to be the person who directs it. Like pilots, but I don't know. I think buys is correct. Lists transcendental. I don't know. It could be sonata or something. I mean, it won't be that because it's not going to, S isn't going to follow an H, but what about this? Oh, azure is the color on El Salvador's flag. That'll be right. Set against question mark. That question mark is interesting. What's the pun here? Set against. I don't know what that's getting at. And this S is interesting. Makes me think there might be another S here because this won't be conjugated with an S at the end, presumably, because set isn't. So, oops, is that likely? Polish roll, I don't know. I can delete both of those. Okay, takes to heart. Direct flight. Zest for life, abbreviation. If you have a zest for life, you have a abbreviation. Why on earth would this kind of word be abbreviated? I mean, I'm sure it'll make sense when I see it, but I don't immediately. Find, ending with RY. Grammy-winning singer who's recorded in several fictional languages. Oh, Enya, maybe? Did Enya sing something for Lord of the Rings? I don't actually know if that's true. It sort of just feels like it would be. Maybe it is. I'm going to try it and see if that works. List transcendental etudes. Oh, right. Oh, that's so annoying. I'll tell you why in a sec when I fix this problem I just made. Chickpea is a seed. Because my first thought was etude, and then it wasn't long enough, so I didn't even say it or consider it strongly, but it's pluralized. Okay. So no longer, at least I hope it's, now that I've said all that, I hope it's actually right. No longer being drafted, say. If you're no longer being drafted, does it mean drafted into the military? Drafted in a sort of sports draft? Drafted like a beer? It's like bottled now? No longer being drafted. Oh, it's sent. It's an email. It's an email or a letter. You were drafting it, but it's sent and now it's no longer being drafted. I think that's right. Zest for life. Oh, this doesn't look like anything though. Synonym? Are zest and life synonyms somehow? Future DO's exam. Oh, what is a DO? Is that a dental? No. What is this? What is a DO? I assume this is some kind of school. This is a graduate school admissions test of some kind, but I don't know what professional qualification DO is, so I don't know what category of school is. And even if I did, I might not know the test abbreviation. Find, but I'm sure that that's what this is, the kind of thing this is. Find. Discovery. Yes, because you could find something, you could discover it, but it's also, that's a real find. It's a discovery. So MCATs are something. Is that medical, maybe? Melodramatic cry of appreciation. I don't know. Invite qualifier for short. BYO, bring your own. That would be a qualification. You'd say, well, make sure to bring your own. Donnybrook, a brawl. That's a sort of, melee, a brawl. Maybe a bar brawl, for instance. Takes for a ride. Ends with an S. California school less than an hour's ride from Tijuana. Oh, that's San Diego State University, which is indeed very close to the U.S.-Mexico border. Okay, so takes for a ride. I assume this means cons someone. Oh, no, it isn't. It just drives. It's actually the straightforward meaning. Okay. Mountain biking move akin to a front wheeling. A front wheelie. An endo? I've never heard of that before, but it's like the bike's on one end. Oh, so what's this? Unable to make progress, say, hitting a something end? My melodramatic cry of appreciation, my idol. Right, I see. Someone does you a big favor and you say, oh, my idol, I see. You idolize them facetiously. Plural, oh, right. So plural form of one down. Oh, D's, this and D's. Right, okay. So this and these, but then in dialect, these could be D's depending on where you grew up, where your accent is. Unable to make progress, say, hitting a dead end. Right, that's straightforward. Why didn't I get that? Lead follower or lead follower abbreviation, DET. Oh, a detective follows leads on a case. That's what it is. Anna Menyani. I don't actually recognize this person. What flashers do? Oh, they warn. Oh, I didn't look at this before. So like flashing lights warn you of something. Online home services marketplace. Oh, Angie. I think I've heard of this. Angie's List. Something like that. I would have guessed it was spelled Angie. I guess not. So I think that must be right. It sort of sounds right. Lubricants used in oil drilling. This doesn't look familiar to me at all. Whoops. Direct flight, a beeline. Oh, it's Azul. Sorry, not Azure. Sorry, that was embarrassing. That's the color. That's the blue. Takes to heart. You heed someone's warning. You take it to heart. Lubricants used in oil drilling. Suds? Muds? Mud. Mud is always, you always see mud in sort of depictions of oil drilling. Is that Anna Magnani? Yeah, Anna Magnani. That sounds plausible. I can't picture this person, but I think that must be right. Set against, I don't know. Insectoid moon dwellers. Oh, Lunites or something maybe? If they're of the moon, maybe? It's not long. The problem is that's not long enough to fit here. Set against, I don't know. Okay, now I have to go back up to the top of the grid, which is what gave me so much trouble before, and I don't think I have any more unread clues, so that's dangerous. Put down. Shared? Like you shared? I don't think that's right. Like Mount Terror and Mount Terra Nova. Blissful stretch. Oh, honeymoon period? Does that fit? Honeymoon. It does. Okay, that was a blissful stretch of time, and that's often applied to, well, obviously people on a honeymoon, but often metaphorically to say politicians who have just been elected and they're still very popular, that kind of thing. Okay, so like Mount Terra and Mount Terra Nova, and stactic? I don't know what this, I don't think I'm going to know this word. Is it something that describes volcanoes in some way? Put down. I just have no idea what this is. I guess this S might not be right. Oh, Antarctic. Oh, that's what it is. They're literally in Antarctica. Okay, that's what it is. So nobody can do this alone. It takes a couple? No, it takes a village. Oops. There we go. Oh, finally. Okay, it takes a village. Right. Okay, so then what's this? Ally. Team up. Oh, right. Ally is to team up. There we go. So if you put someone down, you shamed them. Finally. Okay. Brother of Lech and Czech in Slavic lore. This actually does look kind of familiar, but I don't know. Co-creator and co-star of Netflix is the Upshaws. Oh, Wanda Sykes, maybe? Oh, Rus. Oh, like Kievan Rus, the kind of forerunner nation of Russia and Ukraine. It's a place, that region. Okay. So I think that must be right. And then had a side conversation on Zoom. Yeah, so it is IM'd or DM'd. That's correct. It can't be. That's impossible. Oh. What did I have there before? How did I not guess that? I'm sure I said something almost exactly that. Oh, I said something like that can't be or something like that. It's funny because I think That's Impossible is also a line from The Empire Strikes Back in exactly that same string of lines that I was thinking it popped to mind earlier. So it's ridiculous that I didn't consider this one. Sorry about that. Took in a bad way. Poached. You poached an animal. You sort of hunted it counter to law. Displayed. If something's displayed, it's on view. Narrow peninsula, a spit. There we go. I do recognize that term. So it's not a specific one. It's a term in general. To make an example of, a reference work, maybe could be to cite it. And then insectoid. Selenites. Yes. Okay. Weirdly, I have actually seen that referenced before. And then Selene would be moon. So set against. Don't know that one. Oh, Bialy is a Polish role. Yes. So the set against, I see, they're the nays. They're the people who are against something. And then corporate figures are logos, figures used to represent corporations, like an illustrated figure or design, so that piece of design. Okay, so this is all correct, I think. Good. Well, I was warned. The warning was accurate. That was very, very difficult. A very tough puzzle for me anyway. Let me know how you fared with this one. At certain times, I felt that's impossible. Didn't have much of a honeymoon period. Really was hitting a dead end for most of it. And what did I tell you? It was tricky. And that was the Saturday crossword. And I was warned, exactly as it said here. And gee whiz, that was tough. Okay, I'm going to stop doing this, even though I was a bit shamed. But that was the Saturday crossword. I will be back tomorrow for the Sunday puzzle. Shouldn't be as difficult, but it will be a larger crossword, so it'll probably still take me up to twice as long, despite presumably being a bit more approachable, and it will have a theme. So join me for that. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Saturday. Take care.